Ford Motor Company is an American multinational automaker that has its main headquarters in Dearborn, Michigan, suburb of Detroit. It was founded by Henry Ford and incorporated on June 16, 1903. The company sells automobiles and commercial vehicles under the Ford brand and most luxury cars under the Lincoln brand. Ford also owns Brazilian SUV manufacturer Troller, an 8% stake in Aston Martin of the United Kingdom and 32% stake in Jiangling Motors. It also has joint ventures in China, Changan Ford, Taiwan, Ford Lio Ho, Thailand, AutoAlliance Thailand, Turkey, Ford Otosan, and Russia, Ford Solars. The company is listed on the New York Stock Exchange and is controlled by the Ford family. They have minority ownership but the majority of the voting power. Ford introduced methods for large-scale manufacturing of cars and large-scale management of an industrial workforce using elaborately engineered manufacturing sequences typified by moving assembly lines. By 1914, these methods were known around the world as Fordism. Ford's former UK subsidiaries Jaguar and Land Rover, acquired in 1989 and 2000 respectively, were sold to Tata Motors of India in March 2008. Ford owned the Swedish automaker Volvo from 1999 to 2010. In 2011, Ford discontinued the Mercury brand, under which it had marketed entry-level luxury cars in the United States, Canada, Mexico, and the Middle East since 1938. Ford is the second-largest U.S.-based automaker, behind General Motors, and the fifth-largest in the world, behind Toyota, VW, Hyundai Kia and General Motors, based on 2015 vehicle production. At the end of 2010, Ford was the fifth-largest automaker in Europe. The company went public in 1956 but the Ford family, through special class shares, still retained 40% voting rights. During the financial crisis at the beginning of the 21st century, it was close to bankruptcy, but it has since returned to profitability. Ford was the 11th ranked overall American-based company in the 2018 Fortune 500 list, based on global revenues in 2017 of $156.7 billion. In 2008, Ford produced 5.532 million automobiles and employed about 213,000 employees at around 90 plants and facilities worldwide. History 20th century Henry Ford's first attempt at car company under his own name is the Henry Ford Company on November 3, 1901, which became the Cadillac Motor Company on August 22, 1902. After Ford left with the rights to his name, the Ford Motor Company was launched in converted factory in 1903 with $28,000 in cash from 12 investors, most notably John and Horace Dodge, who would later found their own car company. The first president was not Ford, but local banker John S. Gray, who was chosen to assuage investors' fears that Ford would leave the new company the way he had left its predecessor. During its early years, the company produced just few cars day at its factory on Mack Avenue and later its factory on Piquette Avenue in Detroit, Michigan. Groups of 2 or 3 men worked on each car, assembling it from parts made mostly by supplier companies contracting for Ford. Within decades, the company would lead the world in the expansion and refinement of the assembly line concept, and Ford soon brought much of the part production in-house in vertical integration that seemed better path for the era. Henry Ford was 39 years old when he founded the Ford Motor Company, which would go on to become one of the world's largest and most profitable companies. It has been in continuous family control for over 100 years and is one of the largest family-controlled companies in the world. The first gasoline-powered automobile had been created in 1885 by the German inventor Karl Benz. Benz patent motorwagen. More efficient production methods were needed to make automobiles affordable for the middle class, to which Ford contributed by, for instance, introducing the first moving assembly line in 1913 at the Ford factory in Highland Park. Between 1903 and 1908, Ford produced the models A, B, C, F, K, N, R, and S hundreds or few thousand of most of these were sold per year. In 1908, Ford introduced the mass-produced Model T, which totaled millions sold over nearly 20 years. In 1927, Ford replaced with the Model A, the first car with safety glass in the windshield. Ford launched the first low-priced car with V8 engine in 1932, in an attempt to compete with General Motors' mid-priced Pontiac, Oldsmobile, and Buick. Ford created the Mercury in 1939 as higher-priced companion car to Ford. Henry Ford purchased the Lincoln Motor Company in 1922, in order to compete with such brands as Cadillac and Packard for the luxury segment of the automobile market. In 1929, Ford was contracted by the government of the Soviet Union to set up the Gorky automobile plant in Russia, initially producing Ford Model and AAs, thereby playing an important role in the industrialization of that country. Ford Germany, Ford's subsidiary in Germany, produced military vehicles and other equipment for Nazi Germany's war effort. Some of Ford's operations in Germany at the time were run using forced labor. The creation of Scientific Laboratory in Dearborn, Michigan in 1951, doing unfettered basic research, led to Ford's unlikely involvement in superconductivity research. In 1964, Ford Research Labs made key breakthrough with the invention of superconducting quantum interference device. For Squid, Ford offered the Lifeguard Safety Package from 1956, which included such innovations as standard deep dish steering wheel, optional front, and, for the first time in car, rear seatbelts, and an optional padded dash. Ford introduced child-proof door locks into its products in 1957, and, in the same year, offered the first retractable hardtop on mass-produced six-seater car. In late 1955, Ford established the Continental Division as separate luxury car division. This division was responsible for the manufacture and sale of the famous Continental Mark II.